Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I'm your teacher Simi Namer, and today I'm here again with a new lecture. I hope everything is going well at your side. Let's start the lecture. This is my lecture number 15 for grade 01, and today we have a geography class. We have already started unit number 9, which is the industrial development. In the previous lecture, we learned about the secondary sector and the tertiary sector, and I've told you that the secondary industry is all about the manufacturing and the processes, and the tertiary industry is all about the services. Then we learned about the factors influencing industrial location, and I told you that we can divide these factors into physical factors and human factors. The physical factors include the natural routes or the site requirements, and the human factors include raw materials, access to market, capital, government policies, skilled labor, industrial packages, and power supply. Then we learned about the principal factory industries in Pakistan, and we started with the cotton textile industry. And I told you that cotton textile is Pakistan's largest industry, which provides employment to about 50% of the industrial labor force. It has been developed at various locations like Karachi, Hyderabad, and Faisalabad are the main centers of the cotton textile industry. Raw cotton, cotton yarn, cotton clothes, ready-made garments are all exported to many countries as well as being consumed domestically. For today's lecture, we are going to start with sugar industry. And sugar industry is one of the vital industries of Pakistan. Sugar is mainly made from sugarcane. Sugarcane is an important cash crop of Pakistan, a major raw material for production of white sugar, gur, and khandasri. Pakistanis are the biggest consumers of sugar in South Asia with about 24 kg per capita consumption per year. Sugar mills are located in Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Sindh. Balochistan does not have any sugar mills. Sugar mills have to be located near the sugarcane fields because sugarcane starts losing its sugar content as soon as it is harvested. So it needs to be crushed immediately. And sugarcane is bulky and heavy, and so it is expensive to transport. The sugar industry in Pakistan is the second largest agro-based industry after textiles. Pakistan is an important cane producing country and is ranked 5th in world cane, which is like cane acreage, and 15th in sugar production. Its share in value added of agriculture and GDP, the gross domestic production, are the 3.4% and 0.7% respectively. The sugar sector constitutes about 4.2% of manufacturing. The sugar industry employs over 1.5 million people, including management experts, technologists, engineers, financial experts, skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled workers. The byproduction of sugarcane or the byproducts are known as the secondary products. These are like bagasse. Bagasse, it is produced in mill house in a quantity of about 30% of the crushed cane. The bagasse contain 50% moisture is used as a fuel for boilers. Bagasse is also used for chipboard and paper manufacture. Molasses are common ingredient in baking, often used in baked goods such as gingerbread cookies. 80% of total available molasses is exported. These molasses are used to manufacture various types of acids in the chemical industries. Then another byproduct is the ethanol. Pakistan's sugar industry produces more than 500,000 tons of ethanol per annum from cane molasses. The next is the fertilizer industry. Chemical fertilizers have considerably increased since the Green Revolution in the 1960s. The Green Revolution, which is also called as the Third Agricultural Revolution, it refers to a set of research and development of technology after Second World War, like fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, etc. Fertilizers are very common for increasing agriculture production. Various raw materials, for example, sulfur, phosphate, gypsum, are used to make different types of fertilizers. After its discovery in Pakistan, natural gas became the main raw material. Faisalabad and Daud Khel in Punjab, Haripur in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Dharki in Upper Sindh are the main locations. Nitrogenous fertilizer, which is like the organic fertilizer that is obtained from plants, and this is the most commonly used because the soil are deficient in organic matter. So this is 92% of the total production, the nitrogenous fertilizer. And after 1977, a number of fertilizer projects were completed. The Pak Arab Fertilizer Factory at Multan started production in 1979. Then the next one is the cement industry. Cement industry is flourishing in Pakistan due to following reason. The availability of raw material like limestone and gypsum, good domestic market with high demand from construction industry, and cement industries are mostly located in near limestone ridges, for example in Attak, Rawalpindi, and in Navshera, etc. Some of the spellings are wrong here. There are many favorable factors for the development of cement industries. As I said, that the availability of raw material is easy in Pakistan, then good domestic market with high demand from the construction industry that I said, and the natural gas is used as a cheap fuel. In recent years, however, the price of cement has shown an upward trend because of the rise in demand and the impact of the fiscal policies of the government. Fiscal policies are the financial policies that are related with the treasury of the country. So the fiscal this is favorable because of the fiscal policies of the government. The establishment of a steel industry is considered to be a milestone on the road or to industrialization. In the early years, the emphasis was on the production of consumer goods. However, in the late 50s, the establishment of the steel industry was considered essential for industrial development. So, steel industries in Pakistan reduces burden on foreign exchange resources. Pakistan Steel Mills Corporation, with technical and financial assistance from the USSR, was established in December 30th, 1973. It is located about 40 kilometers east of Karachi, near Port Qasim. Pakistan Steel provides raw material to the engineering and construction industries. These industries depend on Pakistan Steel's production and byproducts as inputs. The HMC is an engineering goods manufacturer which is known as the Heavy Mechanical Complex, which was established at Texla in 1979 with Chinese assistance. It is the major heavy engineering center of Pakistan, which has the capability for the designing and manufacturing of industrial plants and machinery. The heavy forge factory, which is HFF, at this complex has also proved crucial for Pakistan's defense production needs. The heavy mechanical complex is also manufacturing equipments for hydroelectric power plants, thermal power plants, oil and gas processing plants, and chemical and petrochemical plants. For example, boilers, cranes, construction machinery, material handling equipment, steel structures, and railway equipments are some of the other products which are produced on a regular basis. The company's capabilities are include engineering and manufacturing of machinery of for sugar mills. The products conform to international standards and are made in accordance with customer requirements. So this is the importance of the steel industry of Pakistan. So there are some advantages and disadvantages of developing the steel industry in Pakistan, and this is on your page number 162. Let's start with the advantages. The steel industry provides raw material for a number of industries such as tool making factories, construction industries, agriculture implements, etc. Which will obviously, if we use the locally made raw material, so it will reduce the price of the ready commodity. The locally manufactured steel is cheaper than imported steel because of no custom duty. So there is no tax or custom duty means tax that is implemented on the imported items. Reduces burden on foreign exchange resources. Obviously, if we are importing, then there will be more bills of imports than exports. There's a reduction in imports, thus correcting balance of payment, and encourages industrialization leading to economic development of a country. And obviously with these industries there will be larger GNP and GDP in the national income. GNP is the gross national production and GDP is a gross domestic production. Both can affect the economy of the country. It can provide, the industry can provide employment for the industrial labor force, so it can give us the employment opportunities to skilled and unskilled labor. Then also there are some disadvantages of developing this industry. It requires imported raw materials such as iron ore, manganese, coking coal, causing extra burden on foreign exchange reserves. And the industry requires infrastructure for setting up, thus causing a burden on the economy. Obviously, like the country is already in a financial constraints, and that's why it's unable to provide more infrastructure to more industries. Then there's a lack of technical experts and skilled labor. We have majority of the people in Pakistan are illiterate. So they are not technical experts and they are not skilled labor. Then environmental pollution due to industrial waste. Obviously, these industries can contribute to the environmental pollution, and this industry requires ample electricity, like adequate electricity, but the lack of power supply affects the steel production. We are already in a problem and in crisis of the electric power supply in a country, so that will be an extra burden on these type of amenities. So these were the advantages and disadvantages of developing steel industry in Pakistan. As we are done the major or we can say the principal factories of means principal industries of Pakistan, and we started with the cotton textile industries. Then um, we also covered the sugar industry of Pakistan, then the fertilizer industry of Pakistan, the cement industry of Pakistan, the steel industry of Pakistan. These were the principal or major factories or industries of Pakistan. But there are some small scale industries in Pakistan, and we will learn about those small scale industries in the upcoming classes. I think This is enough for today's lecture. So let me give you an assignment. So this is your assignment. You have to do questions, two questions, question number 2 and question number 4 of unit 9 from page number 185. And the question number 2 is, what is the importance of the fertilizer industry to Pakistan? So you have to give a bit explanation of fertilizer industry, and then you have to give the importance of this industry to Pakistan. Then the second question, which is question number 4, and the question number 4 is like, um, choose two types of infrastructure from the list above, and that from the list above, and for each explain its importance to businesses on an industrial state. And these are the main amenities: the water, electricity, gas pipes, telephone, and roads. So you have to give only two types of infrastructure, and then you have to explain its importance to the businesses on an industrial state. So you have to do both the questions in your notebook. Please do your work neatly and tidy in your neat notebook. Please make a margin line. Must write today's date and day, and please maintain your index. If you are done with all your work and with your previous work, it's okay. But if you have left some of the work, please do complete your notebooks before 15th of September. Thank you so much, dear students, for watching this video. I'll come again with another video with another lecture with a new topic. So if you have any confusion, you can drop down your queries and questions in the comment box. I'll definitely entertain all your questions, and please stay at home, stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed. Till then, bye.